So guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to be talking about Google Maps inside your Flutter applications, guys. I've already made a video on this like 2 years back, and then I updated it 1 year back, and then a lot of people have been asking me to update this with the latest Google Maps Flutter plugin, that is this one. And yeah, so this video is pretty much going to be an update for my previous Google Map videos, as well as we'll also see like some new cool stuff that we can add to Google Maps inside our Flutter applications. Okay, so first of all, let's see what we are going to be building in this app today. I have a blank application here. Let me just show the app first. Let me just show what we'll be building first, and then we'll talk about the other stuff. All right, this is the app that we'll be building today. This is actually bringing Google Maps and then adding some more cool stuff on top of it. For instance, let me just click tab here. It shows a search icon and a directions icon, right, and navigate icon. I'll just tap on the search icon. You get a search field at the top. Now search for whatever you want, maybe Los Altos, CA USA, the first result. I'll just tap on it. It automatically suggested me that result, guys. I didn't have to do anything. Okay, it automatically suggests a list of places, and it automatically marks that. And this could be anywhere in the world. I could simply be doing Paris, France. That's just a custom marker that I'm using. Okay, so yeah, this could be anywhere in the world. This is one thing. And the second thing that we'll be adding is, we'll just close this, the marker disappears. I'll just click on this, and then it asks me for a direction and a thing, right? So let me just give Pasadena, Santa Barbara. You can see that there is okay, let me just use a bit simpler one. As you can see here, there's a polyline drawn between these 2 points, denoting the route between these two, right? This is one thing we'll be seeing as well. And the third thing is the interesting one. Let me just get into it. Okay, this North Fair Oaks. Okay, I'll just tap on this. Just tap on this. You can see that there is like a circle appearing on this, right? We'll just drag the radius slider, and the circle would increase or decrease. We'll just have the size. Tap on the near me, the places icon there. It automatically loads up a lot of places in that vicinity, right? If I just scroll through it, it will just show me the places one by one. It's cool, right? Really cool. Now I could simply tap on one of it. You can see that the map has been moved a little, and there is a card showing an image, the address, and the contact details of the particular location. I just tap on it. It flips to show the reviews. These are actual reviews, guys. I haven't like hard coded these stuff or anything. These are actual reviews pulled from Google for this particular Red Cottage Inn and Suites, and I also can see photos of that particular place. These are actual photos as well, pulled from Google. Similarly, let's just Budget Inn, Western Executive Suites, Target. We'll just do Target. As you can see, the icon keeps changing as well. This is Target, so it's just okay. It's cool, right? You can just see the photos of that place as well as reviews. Okay, now one more thing I would show here is we'll just zoom out a little bit. Tap on this again. You can see this, right? I'll just increase the radius near me. now a lot of places have been loaded in this vicinity, right? About 20 places. If I need more places, just tap on this timer once again. You could see that there are few more places getting added, right? So cool, right? So this is exactly what we'll be building in this video today, and I'll be taking you through each and every step of this. There will be timestamps for all the different features that we'll be building in this app. So yeah guys, let's get started, and then let's start build this awesome app together. Alright guys, let's get started now. As you can see, I have a blank Flutter application that I just created now, and if you look at pubspec.yaml, I have added a few library files here, and this is the crucial one, the Google Maps Flutter plugin. This is the one that we'll be using to bring Google Maps inside our Flutter app. Now apart from this, what I have done is I have also added like a assets icon here, assets directory here that will where is it, that has like a set of icons that I'm using as markers, and also it has fonts which I'm using throughout the app. That's it. Okay, I have included all of that here. And apart from this, you also need a key from the console, developers console. Wait, let me show that. Okay, this is the console.cloud.google.com. You need to have an account here, and once you have an account, click on credentials. The project will show up here, and then you click on credentials, and there will be like these three will be automatically created for you. You need to create a new one. This API key file. Similarly, you need to like create. I'm going to be like deleting this off since I already have this API key for. I am just showing you guys. That's it. Similarly, you need to like create a new one, and then once you created that and you got the key from there, just get back into your app. Go to Android, app source, main Android manifest.xml, and then give the key here. I have added the key here, right, as a metadata. Similarly, do that. And apart from that, you also need to get into build.gradle, and minimum SDK version, set it to 20. If it's 16, the app won't run, so just set it to 20. And yeah, that's about it guys. That's about it to get the app running on our mobile device. So let's get started. Let's first add like a small animation, like a splash screen, and then from the splash screen, let's take the user inside the app. Let me remove all these first. We'll just create a stateful widget, splash screen, and then inside this can have an initState method, super.initState, future.delayed, duration seconds 5 dot then navigator dot off context dot push replacement, and then new route will be, I'll dynamically create a new route, material page route, builder context home page. Fine, just put a thing here, and then inside this we need to have like, this will automatically redirect us to the home page after 5 seconds. Now we just need to put something here in the actual screen itself. So let me just scaffold a small animation right at the center, body center, child container height 200 and width, this will be again 200, and child, this will be a lottie builder dot asset I have already downloaded that Lottie asset and then placed it here inside my assets directory, anim assets. Alright, you can obviously, I think you guys would know this. This is a Lottie files website where you can like get animations, guys. For instance, if I need a loading animation, you see there are like hundreds of animations that people have contributed, and these are like really cool. You can use these inside the mobile app. Just click on this. There is something like this, right? Click on download, and this JSON, just download it as a JSON, and after you have downloaded it as a JSON, just place it inside somewhere like inside your assets directory. I have a map animation.json file here, and then simply use this. I already have added this plugin here, like you could see this Lottie plugin. So simply go ahead and use this here, assets anim assets map animation.json. Fine. So everything is done here except the fact that we need to create a home page. So we'll just have like a screens, new folder, screens, new file, home page, page.dart. Fine. You understand what I have done here, right? I am simply adding a splash screen that will redirect me after 5 seconds to this home page. It will simply replace the bottommost screen to this home page, and meanwhile it will, for the 5 seconds it's present, it will just show a small map animation. I'll just run this to show you guys how. You might wonder what has this got to do with maps. It's just a little fancy animation that I just added, guys. You can just use the timestamp. Okay, if you had seen this, you probably, okay, let me just run this on the app. Alright guys, let me just restart the app once to show you guys how the splash screen looks now. Okay, I restarted. As you can see here, there is an animation loading up, and this is our home page, right? So yeah, let's just jump into maps, guys. We have been playing around enough already. So inside the home page, first let me bring in the maps, and then there is a lot of stuff to show you guys. First, before bringing in a map, I'll bring in a completer, Google Map controller. But I'll just give single child scroll view, and this will be child. Alright, now we have a container as the first element on the stack. I'll just give a child. This will be a Google Map widget. Okay, Google Map widget. Inside this, I'll just give map type dot normal, and markers we don't have as of now. Initial camera position, I'll give it as, I'll just copy the camera position from here. What have they given here? Yeah, here there is a camera position, right? Copy this and then use it here. Fine. Now I'll just use Googleplex, and on map created Google Map controller map controller this controller dot complete controller. Fine. And on tab, okay, that we'll do later on. Let's just save this. Alright, now you can see that the map has initially opened up and we are at the Googleplex. Let's just first create the fab circular button at the bottom. So this is the scaffold, right? Yeah, okay, inside this I'll have a floating action button, fab circular menu, children. Save this. Alright, now you can see that we have a nice looking fab button here, right? Cool. Now let's dive a little bit deeper and then get the places to work, search to work. Okay, to do that, so in order to first we need to have some code to toggle the search, right? So in order to toggle the search, we'll just have search toggle equals true, and then we'll have a couple more variables called radius slider equals false, and pressed near equals false, and card tap equals false, and get directions equals false. Okay, now you might wonder what the other variables are used for. We'll be using those in the app as we move on. So first let's just go ahead and create all these variables. I'll do that quickly. Now that we have got that done, as soon as the user taps on the search button, we need to show a text field at the top as well as a close button, as well as soon as you start typing on the text field, you need to return a fresh set of results from the places API. Okay, that is the autocomplete results. Autocomplete, there is an entire detailed documentation given here under the Google Maps platform under places, guys. So all we need to do is, in simple terms, all we need to do is make a request to a particular URL, this URL in this case, and it will return a JSON. You can get either JSON or XML. We will be using JSON in this case, and we'll simply return the autocomplete results in a neat dialog at the bottom of the text field. That's it. Okay. So now there are two ways to approach this entire dilemma. One is we could either use set state and then repeatedly keep rebuilding the whole tree, or we could use some state management solution. For now, let's use a state management solution called RiverPod. This state management solution was introduced by a developer called Remy, and yeah, thanks to him. Let's go ahead and just use that, guys, rather than me just talking about it. So all we need to do is just do Flutter RiverPod. That's it. Save this. And to bring this inside our app, it's really simple. All we need to do is, here it's just constant my app, right? Instead of this, add constant provider scope and give child my app. That's it. Provider scope, you need to add an import. Yeah, fine. So save this. Now we could use providers wherever we want inside our app, and providers are used for, okay, let me just give you a small example so that you guys will better understand. Let's get back into screens. Now what we need to do is, first we'll create the text field, then we'll start worrying about the providers and all that. So as soon as he presses the search toggle, I need a text field using which I can search, right? To this container search toggle padding edging set start from left to right, 15, top would be some 40, right would be again 15, bottom I'll just give like 5, fine, and fine, and inside this let's see what we have achieved so far. I'll just save this. Now obviously this won't be displayed because we haven't tapped on that search, right? I'll just tap on that. You can see this, right? We have this amazing text form field with a close button here. So if we type something into this, now nothing would happen. If let me show you. Oh, where did I open this? I'm just typing something, Google. Nothing would happen, right? We need to like bring up autocomplete results for this. So what should we do? Let's do some coding for that. First of all, let me finish this close button. Close button, as soon as I close, it should reset my marker, the marker on which the place, I mean the place for which the marker which was placed on the search result, as well as I should reset a lot of stuff, guys. Hold on pressed set state search toggle equals false, and yeah, for now let's just stick with search toggle. So if I press on this, it closes. If I press on this, it brings it back. Fine. Now what we need, okay, we need to set the controller, search controller dot text. Yeah, fine, it works. Okay, now let's do some coding that will actually bring up the autocomplete results for us. Once again, I'm going to be particularly using a specific state management solution called providers. Okay, if you are familiar with other state management solutions in Flutter, kindly make use of them as well. I'll use a simple change notifier provider. Change notifier providers are really easy to understand. Okay, so let's just go with a simple change notifier provider. There are different providers. There is a provider called future provider that is like really useful in a lot of apps where a lot of HTTP calls are being made. There is also another provider called state notifier, which can be used to like notify about the state of a particular flag that you're using throughout. There are a lot of providers, guys. Okay, let's just go with the simple one. So what I'm going to be doing is, making use of something called a change notifier provider, and as soon as you start typing here, that should trigger a call. That call would return a set of results from the autocomplete, places autocomplete API, and those results would be like displayed inside a small box. We are not going to be using set state at all. That will entirely be handled by the providers, and tapping on one of those results will take you to that place, will take the user to that, the camera would move to that place. That's it. Now what we'll be doing is, first let's ensure that we get the results, and then we will go to the state management thing. So in order to get the results, we need like a variable, right? Not a variable exactly. We can't just trigger the call randomly, so what we'll do is we'll first introduce something called a debouncer. Fine. This will help us to throttle the calls. As soon as you type, it won't like, we can add a small delay like 700 milliseconds, a few milliseconds, that will help us to like make specific calls. That is, if the user types too fastly, it won't like make calls for everything. It will just go, okay, you'll see that. Now what we'll do is we'll first fetch that and then make the call. Okay, I'm here creating a set here first that will hold the marker in which would be placed inside the search result. Okay, not search result exactly. When the user taps on a particular search result, that marker would be placed. For instance, if I am searching for Paris and I'm tapping on the first result that appears, Paris would not only be shown at the center of the map, there would also be a custom marker placed there as well. That custom marker is going to be held in this particular set. Okay. Now I'll just add that here, markers. Fine. Let's just go here, and then now this is on. This is input decoration. Hold on changed. Value if debounce dot is active. We had a debouncer, right? Okay. If debounce dot is active, what's wrong with this? Oh, sorry. Debounce dot is active, false. And then we'll introduce the debounce dot debounce equals timer, duration milliseconds 700. Async you understand what's happening here, right? Guys, if the user types too fast, we can't be making calls for every character he has typed. So what I'm doing is I'm using a small delay of 700 milliseconds that will throttle the typing speed of the user. If I type 3 characters too fast, then only a single call would be made. And so after this small throttling, I'm just using an async value. Hold on. Async call to make the call to return the autocomplete results. So if value lot length greater than 2, which means there are 3 characters now. Now let's create a provider, new folder, providers. We'll just name this as search places dot. Fine. And inside this final, we'll just have 2 change notifier providers like I said before. Final place results provider equals change notifier provider. Place results, we don't have this as of now, right? Hold on, let me just go ahead and create the particular class. Class place results extends change notifier. What's the problem here? Material. Yeah, okay. List. Okay, this is going to be a list of autocomplete results, right? So what I'll do is I'll have a model directory, models, and inside this I'll have a file called autocomplete result dot. Fine. And inside this we'll have a simple serializer, JSON serializer, deserializer. Okay. Now there is nothing fancy in this. This is simple JSON deserializer. I'm just serializing a JSON object. That's it. Where did I get this result from? This result is nothing but the one that I get from here, this JSON, where output may be this JSON. That's exactly what I am using here. Wait. Yeah, you are getting this result, right? Description, match, substring, place ID, reference, structure, formatting. If you look here, I am using that description, match, substring, place ID, reference, structure. Exactly the return result. I am just simply okay. This is a model, and then let's just get in here and once again list autocomplete result, all returned results equals blank list, void set results, all places, all return results equals all places, notify listeners. You understand what's happening here, right? Whoever's watching this particular provider now will have access to this particular list. So I can set this list, set the results wherever I want inside the app from whatever file I want, whichever screen I want, and those results will get stored in this all return results variable. If I want to fetch this from a different widget, different screen, I can simply start listening to this provider and get that results. So this will notify all the listeners throughout the app whenever there is a small change in this particular variable. That's it. A very simple provider. We'll just create one more and then move on. Final search toggle provider equals change notifier provider, change the search toggle return search toggle. sorry, not list, boo. Fine. Now this will have this search toggle variable, and I can like set it on and off as I need. That's it. This is a simple file that gives us two providers that we can make use of all over the app, guys. How can we make use of all over the app? Because in main, this entire app runs inside a provider scope that we have created. And let's get back into home page. Now what we are going to be doing is, if not search flag not okay, search flag I haven't, hold on guys, first we need to get the providers working here. So in order to do that, final all search results. To start listening, just do ref.watch. This won't work because you need to extend this. State should be consumer state, no? Consumer state. You get it right? I'm just using change this my normal stateful widget into a consumer stateful widget, since I'm going to be reading providers here. And I have also extended this with the consumer state. And what I have done here is simply having two variables, find and all search results and search flag. That will help me to, okay, I'll just show you search flag dot search toggle. If it's false, I'm setting it to true since the search has started, and then I am just reinitializing the markers set. Okay, now I need to actually make the call. So list autocomplete result search results equals, this is the actual async call that we'll be making. So I'll create one more folder called services. Map services dot, and inside this I'll just have a file called, I'll have a function called okay, first let me write this class map services. Inside this, first we'll declare two final variables. Final string key equals the actual key of the app. Hold on. Fine. The key and the types equals geocode. This is exactly how we do it here. Place autocomplete JSON, and at the end you need to give you your key. Okay. Now we'll have a file. We'll have a function future. This will return a list autocomplete result search places string search input async final string URL equals so I'll just give where response equals await http dot get URI dot parse URL. http convert dot json decode json response dot body. Fine. And where results equals json predictions is nothing but the this one. Okay, the head of the json predictions as list. I'm simply typecasting it. Okay, results is the list, and return results dot map autocomplete result dot from json e dot to list. Fine. You understand what's happening here. I hope you understand what's happening here. I simply am using the URL which I got from this documentation, and then giving my search input types and my key here from Google. And then what I'm doing is I'm simply getting this, using a get request on this URL. Once the results is retrieved, I'm just simply converting those results to a list, and this list is returned as a return back to the calling function. Getting back to home page, await map services dot search places value. Now if search results dot length not equals 0, all search results dot set results search results. This, even if it's 0, we need to set it blank so that others can't. Yeah. Autocomplete result empty list. Fine. I set this as well. So now if we run the call and then we get okay, this can't be done. If we run a call and then the results are returned, it will be converted into a list, and that list will be passed here and then stored in the provider as well. So now all we need to do is display that list in a neat way. So as soon as this is toggled, search is toggled, we need to get it displayed. Positioned top 100.0 left 15.0. Alright, now we have just created two card like things that will like display the list of returned results, guys. That's it. Now let's create this build list item function as well, so that we can actually start to see some results that are getting that are getting displayed whenever we search for some location. Fine, guys, now that we have written everything, let's just run this. And then once the user starts typing inside the text field, what we are doing is we are just making a call. This search places function would just return a list of places, and then when that list is returned, immediately a container for loading that list is displayed, and inside that the list items are displayed one by one in a row. That's it. It's very simple, guys. I hope you get this, guys. Let's move on. Let's just tap on one of these, and then upon tapping on it, it should immediately take you to that particular location and then place a marker on that particular location. Let's do that. So I'm just tapping on this close. If I tap on this close, this doesn't disappear, right? So we need to make this disappear as well. How do we do that? Let's just go here. Hold on. In order to navigate to that particular location, we need to first get that particular state. So what we'll do is we'll write another function to get that particular location. So that function will be called as getPlace. That's just going to be just one place that's going to be returned. So no, it's not a list. Future map string go to get places, get place string once again. There will be you place details, this one, I'll just copy this and paste it here, guys. Okay. Cool. Now we have a URL. We need to find the string URL where response equals await http.get URI.parse URL where JSON equals convert.json decode response.body where results equals JSON of results dot has map string dynamic, and return this results. This JSON of results is nothing but the results that I get from here, this result. Okay. Oh yeah, not yes, result. Thank God I was just about to show you guys. Otherwise I would have been, yeah, okay. Now we have written this function here, and we can make use of this function here to make a call. I mean, you can call that function from here. That's what I'm trying to say. Get place place item dot place id. Okay, and go to, once we get the place, we need to navigate to that particular set place, right? So we'll just write a function called future void go to searched place. We need the latitude and longitude to go to double longitude, and this will be async as well since it's returning a future. Async, no, it's not returning, it's actually void. Final Google map controller equals await controller dot future, and controller dot animate camera update dot new camera position target would be the lat launch coordinates, lat launch, and you can even specify zoom, I think zoom 12, maybe 12, and close this. And all right, now that will take us to the search place, right? We'll just place a marker exactly on that search place so that it looks really good. Okay, in order to do that, what we need to do is we'll have a function called set marker, and then we'll simply call that function, and then void set marker point. We just need the point where counter equals marker id counter plus, and so what we'll do is final marker equals marker id would be our actual counter. Marker id and inside the position point on tab, we don't have an event for that currently, and icon bitmap descriptor dot default marker. Fine, and finally set state markers dot add marker. Fine. Now as soon as you close this, you need to clear that markers array as well. Search this, save this. This is place id. And here what are we passing? Okay, place item dot place id. This one we are doing it correctly, but here we didn't. We'll just restart now. Sorry guys, you need to enable the location permissions. I forgot to mention that. Go back to source, Android manifest, and right above this at the top, save this. Are you saving on? We'll just restart. Okay, sorry, we need to give the go to search place and the latitude and longitude coordinates here, right? So this go to search place, latitude and longitude coordinates, geometry, location, lat, launch. Okay, geometry, no, not geometry, place, inside this geometry, and location, latitude, same way. I need to save this. Fine, let's search for something else. New York. Let's just tap on New York. Cool, right? Similarly, we can go anywhere, guys. First one, Houston. Fine. Similarly, you can like search for any place and then it will automatically return a result, guys. Any place. Denver, Colorado, and this is all over the world as well, not just in US. This is how you can search, get autocomplete results, and then use those results inside the app to like navigate to different places. Now let's go ahead and proceed with the drawing polylines on the map to denote routes between two locations. Okay, to get the route between two, to draw polylines on the map and to like denote the route between two different cities or two different places, what you need is two text fields to denote the origin and destination points, right? So first let's just create the UI for that. Okay, below this I'll just add something called get directions. Okay, if it's true, then I'll just do fine. If we just save this, let's see how this looks on the UI. Okay, technically it won't look like anything because we need to where is that? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, now let's just tap on this. If I tap on nearby, it's beautifully displaying me an origin and destination text fields, and this has two buttons. One is the search button that we'll actually be using to make the search feature, and the other one is the close button. Let's just tap on the close button and see. Yeah, it disappears, right? Okay, now let's write some actual code that will help us to search and then retrieve places. Then we'll just use those retrieve place. We'll just get a set of polyline points. We'll use a package called polyline points to plot that particular point. Plot that particular polyline on the map so that it looks like a route between those two places. Okay, so in order to do that, first let's write a function. Map services. Here we'll write a get direction. Future map, once again, string dynamic. Get directions. This will take an origin and a destination. Fine. Inside this, once again we need a URL. Final string URL equals, nothing fancy in this. I have just given this URL. I just copied it from their documentation, and then instead of here I have just added this origin, this destination, and the key. That's it. And after that we need to just get this URL as usual. So where response, once again response equals await http.get, okay, URL URI.parse URL. These are nothing but these things that I am writing here, right? Routes, bounds, northeast. These are nothing but, wait, I'll show you. If you go to this directions, let me show you. Okay, here you can see this maps.go. This is exactly what we are using. If you look at the response, yeah, this is a sample response. Routes, bounds, northeast and southwest, right? This is exactly what I'm using here. It's not nothing fancy, it's just from the response itself. Southwest. Now you might wonder why I'm doing this instead of, that's because I haven't yet written a serializer like this for that response. So, and I won't be needing all the fields from that response. So I'll just handpick whichever field that I want. Southwest. Start location. Now this is the crucial point. Here is where we get the polyline. Polyline JSON routes 0 polyline points is nothing but a package that we have here, Flutter polyline points. Okay, I'm using that to decode that points. That's it. Decode that point so that we can have coordinates to plot that actual points on the map. Polyline points dot decode polyline, and here we just do the exact same thing. Now we just return this, return results. Fine. Now we have a function, a nice function that will give us a decoded polyline. All we have to do is call this function here. So let's just go here, icons.close, not this one. Yeah, this is the one. Search. Inside this, where directions equals await map services dot get directions origin controller dot text destination controller dot text. Fine. Save this. All right. Now what we'll do is first we'll reset the markers. Okay, and then we'll need a polylines set as well, right? Did we create one before? No. Fine. Now that we have two sets, we'll write a function called we have directions, right? Set polyline, set polyline directions. If you remember, the variable name we used was polyline decoder. Polyline decoder. Fine. And we need to write this set polyline, and we also need to place two markers on the origin and destination. So what we'll do is go to place. We'll have like this. We'll have a function like this, and then as inputs we'll pass directions. We had a, what was that, start location, end location, start location, lat, it will be similar to this. The only difference is it will take two sets of you just need to put the bounds camera dot new lat long bounds padding, just give 25. Bounce, we already have bounce. Lat long bounce, so bounce is double. Actually, I don't think we can give it like this. We need to give the specific coordinates. Lat long bounce of now you need to give inside this. Sorry, what am I doing? Southwest lat long coordinates. Latitude would be bounce SW, and inside this we need to give like lat longitude, and similarly we need to give for fine. Here you just need to give cool. And now we have this go to place. We just need to give set polyline method as well, right? So let's just do that. Set polyline, we'll just write above this. Fine, you understand what's happening here, right? I mean, I hope you understand what's happening here. All you are doing is setting a polyline, that's it. Once you set this polyline, it should get added here. Polylines. Save this, and now if you enter origin here, where is it? Yeah, origin here and a destination here, and you tap on that search, it will automatically fetch the directions. I mean, make a call to the Google Map Directions API, and then it will trigger a function called go to place, and then it will set the polyline for you. So go to place will automatically try to fit the entire thing inside your viewport, and viewport as in mobile device here. It's nothing, this is the fancy term, that's it. And this will obviously set the polyline. Polyline, we have obviously written a function here, set polyline. This will add the polyline to that. And go to camera we have here, go to search place we have here, sorry, go to place we have here. Let's just try running this and see what happens. Before running this, we need to just to denote the two origin and destination, we'll just set markers. Set marker lat launch latitude, oh sorry, not latitude, yeah, latitude and longitude. One more, set marker, and the destination latitude and longitude as well. Since both are going to be within the viewport, both of these will get displayed for you. And longitude, save this. Fine. Now let's just take our mobile device and then check. Fine, let's just try this on our mobile device now. We will just tap here, click on directions, and then here we'll just give San Francisco, Los Angeles. And then if I tap on, just watch what happens. If I tap on search now, wow, it immediately plots it for us, and not only that, it fits it into the viewport as well, right? Let me change this. Now watch, it will automatically try to fit it into the viewport, guys. That's the beauty of this Sacramento search. See, it automatically tries to fit it here, right? And there is a beautiful polyline drawn here as well. I think we could slightly increase the width of the polyline. Anyway, yeah, this is how you plot a polyline between 2 points to show draw it on the map and then show the route between those two cities or whatever points you want, guys. That's it. Let's do Fremont. Cool, right? Anyway, let's move on rather than me just talking about it. Let's move on. So we have seen how to search for places and then display an autocomplete result, and then tapping on one place would take us to that place. That is, we have seen how to do that, and then we have seen how to plot a polyline, draw a route between two different cities or points. We have seen both of that. Now if you tap on this will disappear, but still the markers and the polylines are still present, right? In order to make that disappear, what you need to do is icons.close, that's it. Now if you see, it just vanished. Oh, if I just tap on this, just vanishes. So yeah, guys, this is exactly what I wanted to show. Now let's do one more. Let's do the reviews thing. If you are at a particular location and you want to see interesting places around you, how do you pull that up? So Places has a particular API for that. Where is it? Places has a particular API for that called nearby search. If you use this, it will display the interesting sites, hotels, restaurants, schools, gyms, etc. around you. And then you can not only do that, you can also see the reviews, you can see pictures of that, you can see the opening and closing times, you can see the contact number, you can see the address and everything, literally everything about that place. Let's see how to do that inside our app as well. Here we have a function called on tap. We can make use of this and then set circle, simply pass in the point. You can simply draw a circle on the face of the map itself, guys. Let me show you how to do that. Void set circle. This is a future, we need to await it. Await. Camera update dot new camera position controller dot animate camera. Oh sorry, what am I doing? New camera position. We need a radius value, right? Radius value. Stroke colors dot blue. Stroke width 1. Fine. And get direction. Now if we just tap on one of these places, let me just tap here. Okay, you see this, but you don't see any circle, right? So what shall we do? On tap, set circle point. Where is the circle? The reason the circle didn't show is because here we didn't include it. See, now you can see this, right? So similarly, you can tap anywhere. Since I have given just one ID, I simply hard coded at the ID where I have. Wait, where is it? Yes, since I have just given one ID, wherever I tap it, it will just move over there. Okay, so this is how you draw a circle on a map. Now, what can this be used for? Wait, let me show you how to make this more interesting. Let's have something called a radius. Radius slider is already there. Okay, radius slider equals true. And this radius slider is nothing but, let me show you. We'll have one more. Okay, that's also there. Let's just get back into our stack. Here I'll just give it as tapped point, where tapped point, and whenever you tap on tap, set circle tapped point equals point. Now the tapped point we can simply use it here. But this time the radius value would be the new one that you changed. So here the circle that is being set would be having the radius value as the new value. Okay, let's just run this and then you can see how this looks. I'll just restart the entire app. Cool. Now if I just tap somewhere, I'll just tap on this one. You can see that there is a slider at the top, right? If you just move the slider, you can see that the value of the circle either enlarges or reduces in real time, right? Similarly, I can wait, let me go somewhere else. You can see this, right? So yeah, now we can we have a circle with a adjustable radius value, and that radius value can be adjusted using a slider. Now let's just plot some interesting nearby places inside this particular circle, so that yeah, you can get some information about that. Let's see how to do that. Alright guys, now let's move on. Let's see how to bring in an icon next to the radius slider, so that we can find and plot nearby places inside the particular circle, the area on which you tapped on. So let's go ahead and do that. So in order to do that, we'll first icon button. Okay, and in on pressed we'll write a function that will do the job for us. Okay, this is where we write a function in the map services to fetch the get place details, and inside this we'll just give places result. To give a tapped point and radius value of 2 int. Fine. Let's now get into map services and write that function. Now this is not some fancy function that I'm about to write, guys. This is actually a URL. There is a URL for getting the nearby places, and we just need to pass the point in which the latitude and longitude point in which to calculate, as well as we can specify an optional parameter called radius. Where is it? Radius. If we define the radius, it will automatically pick places within that radius and then return a result, and that picked results will be based on a ranking. There will be 60 results picked and 20 will be displayed at a time, and then you can display 20 more, etc. Now let's just write a function to do that for us. So get place details, get place details, lat launch coords, and then int radius, async where lat equals coords dot latitude, where longe equals coords dot longitude. Fine. And final string URL equals, this is where we need to give the, I'll just make some slight modifications and then give the URL here, guys. Okay, I've just made, this is exactly the URL from here. nearby search. Instead of this output parameters, I have just given the output to be as JSON, and location this latitude and longitude, and radius, as well as my key for accessing the Maps API. Now once this is done, where response equals await http.get URI.parse URL, fine, and where JSON equals convert.json decode response.body, return JSON. We'll just return this JSON, fine. Now that we have the place details, we can just call this, and once this we have a result, we can just this results is nothing but this one. Okay, it's returned as a response. The JSON response will have a field called results, in which will be a list of results, and we are just storing that here. That's it. There's nothing fancy in this, and we'll have another variable called all favorite places. Those variables I have declared already, guys. All favorite places and token key. Okay, now I'll just make use of them. Where is it? All favorite places equal to places within. Then I just need to set markers for all these places, so that the token key as well. This token key is nothing but I told you, right, there will be 60 responses returned every time, and only 20 of them, 60 responses in total for the call, and there only 20 will be returned. Every response will have a field called next page token. Next page token or token, there's something called next page token. Wait, it would be here, right? Next page token. This is the one that I was talking about. So let me just store that next page token in a variable as well, so that I can make use of it later in case the user wants to give more results. Next page token, and then none, fine. Markers equals, set the markers to empty, and places within dot for each element. We'll write a new function called set near marker, and this will take element geometry location lat element geometry location longitude, and then element name, element types, element business status, element business status. If this is null, then we'll just give not available. You might wonder what these are all. These are all nothing but the fields inside these responses. You can see this, right? Business status, and then there is this viewport geometry, and types and all that. So I'm just passing those fields inside this set near marker. Let's just write this function now. Set near marker. I'll just show you how to use our custom markers that we have here. We have map icons. This we'll use as markers. First, the icon might be of a different size, right? Different size, different height and different width. So we'll just scale it to a specific width and then use that particular icon as a marker. I'll show you how to do it. Above this, let's just write it above this. Set near marker lat long didn't we just async inside this where counter equals marker id counter plus plus, then there will be multiple markers now guys, so we'll just need use a counter for giving the id, and here is where we will just use uint8 list marker icon. Now this can be used to fetch the marker the marker icon as bytes, and then okay, I'll just show you. There is like a if else block that I'll just add here. That's just for differentiating between different types guys, that's it. I don't want to waste time typing all. Fine, as you can see here we have a function here that we don't have yet, so let's first write that. Future uint8 list get bytes from markers, get bytes from asset string path int with async byte data data equals await root bundle dot load path, and UI dot codec. This UI is nothing but I just added an import for .ui, that's it. Okay, it's not a plugin or library. UI dot codec equals await UI dot instantiate image codec data dot buffer dot as uint8 list. Okay, and you can specify width here, width target width. This is where I said you can actually scale it and make it the same size so that all the icons will look the same, exact same, right? And then UI dot frame info fi equals await codec dot get next frame, and return await fi dot image dot 2 byte data, and inside that you can give format UI dot image byte format dot png. Fine, this is what we will be returning, and this is got as bytes, and these bytes we can use it inside a bitmap descriptor. Final marker id position point on tap icon bitmap descriptor dot from bytes marker icon. Now we just need to add this set state markers dot add marker. Fine, now that we have everything, let's just run this on the app and see how this looks. Alright guys, now that we have done this, let me just drag the map a little bit inside and just tap on a random place and then increase the radius a little bit. Okay, now just tap on near beam button. Let's see what happens. Okay, we get an error. What was the wrong? Okay, sorry. Why didn't we give a return type here? Feature dynamic. Then this would have alerted us here itself. we just didn't await this. Save this. Now restart the app. Hot restart the app. Increase the radius a little bit. Tap on near me once again. Now let's see what happens. Wow, you get a lot of places plotted neatly on the map, right? And notice that you also see that there are educational institutions that have like a graduation cap. There are fast food restaurants, there are hotels, there are places, there are automobile centers right on the edge. One of it here in Palo Alto. There are like different marker icons plotted because we have given, like I have mentioned only a few categories, guys, but in this if you go to GitHub and then access this repo, you will see there are like a very large amount of PNGs that are included along with this repository. I have just included very little types here. Anyway, let's move on. There are just only few markers, right? What if the place you are searching for is not here, or you need more places like this? So in order to do that, let's make use of the next page token. We had a token called next page token, right? Where is it? Not this one. And next page token. We'll make use of this, and then like we'll try to get more results loaded. Okay. So first we need to see whether the user has pressed the thing. So in that case, we'll just do pressed near. If pressed near is false, then this entire thing will run, and we'll just have one more, or we'll add those markers inside a variable called markers dupe. This is nothing but another set of markers. Why am I adding these markers here? So that when the next 20 results are loaded, we don't want to duplicate, we don't want to remove the first 20 results, right? We need to show all 40 of them inside the same circle. So I'm just getting these markers inside here, inside another set of markers. This markers dupe is nothing but another set that I have declared here. Okay, and then once I did that, the next thing I'll do is pressed near equals true. So now if this is true, then I'll have another icon button. Tapping on that, it will just load the next 20 results instead of doing the entire thing again. So I'll just have icon button icons dot more. How do we do more? Timer something, give just some random icon, guys. Give whatever icon you want to use, guys. I'm just giving some random icon here because I don't want to waste time with the UI part. And then inside this, I'll just once again debounce thing. If debounce dot is active, dot is active or false, debounce dot cancel, and then debounce dot cancel, and then debounce equals timer duration seconds to call back. This will be a once again asynchronous callback, and inside this if not token key not equals none, because there might not be next page token, right, in some case, some responses. So in that case, you are setting it as none. So if it's not none, then we'll do a where place result. Once again, places result equals map services dot, but this time the function would be different get more place details, and we'll just pass the token key. Okay, and if this is not the case, no, if this is the actual case, we need to like wait, how do we do this? So go to map services and then write the new function for that, then we'll think about the rest of the stuff. This will look exactly the same as this, the only difference would be get more place details, and all these would be removed. And replaced like this, and then inside the string URL places nearby search JSON. Here it will just be JSON and page token equals token. Fine. This will fetch, if I give the token here, this will fetch the next 20 results for the previous search that I made. I mean, when I made the previous search, I got a token, right? That exact token I am passing here in this URL to get the next 20 responses. That's it. Now after I got that, oh wait, let me save this. Now after I got this, I'll just do the exact thing that I did here. Okay, so instead of just adding all these, I need to add all, because it might already have some results as well now, since we are making use of this. So what I'll do is, once I got this, where places result, okay, list dynamic places within equals places results as list. Oh sorry, once again, wait. Not add all places within. Fine. Token key equals place, once again places result next page token. If it's not available, none. And the next point will be exactly the same. The next point will be exactly the same as this, so I'll just notice that I didn't like reinitialize the markers, because I need to have all the previous markers as well. So I'll just fine, and this if ends here, right? Where is the if? Where does that if? Yeah, if that if ends here, so else print that's all, folks. Save this. Cool. Now we have a working function that will load more results for us. Let's just restart the app and see if this works. This should work actually. Let's see. Let's just once again drag the map a little bit inside anywhere, and then I'll hold Palo Alto. Here I'll tap it. Oh, increase the radius a little bit or decrease it, whatever. If I tap on pressed near, okay, now you can see that I don't know if it, okay, the blue is probably not a good color. I'll just I'll just change it to white. Yeah, now you can see, okay, this icon is not either. Icons dot more mobile friendly. Yeah, okay, we'll just use this icon. Since it is pressed near, I told you, right, since this is false, if this is false, it will just give me the near button. But if that is pressed, this will be set as true, and this function will be triggered whenever we tap on that button again. So let me tap on that button again. Now we can see that there are a lot of markers plotted as nearby places in that particular location I tapped on, right? If I tap on this, the next 20 results should be displayed. If there are no more results, it should show that's all, folks. So let's me just tap on that. Let's see what happens. See, as you see, there are more results now added, right? No more markers now added. Let me tap on it once again. Few more results have been added. Let me tap on it once again. It shows that's all, folks, which means that all the nearby places that are present near the point on which I tapped have now been added onto this particular radius that I have selected. Okay, now this is all fine. How do I get access more details about this place? That's exactly what we'll do next. Okay, first let's just give a beautiful UI wherein we can navigate to each and every place, and then when you tap on that particular place, you will just see a wonderful card. Just like I showed you brief before, you will just see a wonderful card in which you can just tap, and all the details about that place, including the contact details, including the address, and pictures of the place will be shown. You would also be able to see the reviews of that place. Let's see how to do that now. Alright guys, now let's go ahead and bring in a page controller. Okay, page controller to display all the places, the nearby places that were plotted on the map. In order to do that, after this, this is a stack, right? I can simply overlay that on top of the map. Rest near positioned container child. I'll just give for bottom 20.0, and then the child would be container height 200, width media query dot of context dot size dot width, child page view dot builder, item builder. Let this come. We'll just give a few other options. Controller, page controller, this we need to create obviously, and item count, all favorite places dot length. This is nothing but the thing that was plotted, this one. Okay, now we'll just go ahead and create the we'll just item builder. We didn't write anything. Item builder, it's simple. This will build out our widget, the actual widget. Build context. We can even specify an index, I think. Index, yeah, index, and inside this return plotted nearby places list nearby places list, and inside this we'll just pass the index. Fine. Now we need to create this page controller as well as this one, so let's go ahead and do that. First we'll create the page controller. Page controller, this will, if we give it as late, yeah, okay. Now we'll go to our init state. Where is our init state? I don't have an init state. Initial page 1 viewport fraction 0.85, and yeah, this is more than needed. Dot on. I'll add a listener here. Add listener. Sorry, it's a chain operator. This is chain operator. Add listener, and then the function would be I'll have a separate function on scroll. This function I'll write here. Void on scroll if page controller dot page dot to int not equals previous page sorry, what am I doing? Page controller dot page event previous page equals page controller dot page or to int card tab equals false, photo gallery, this is not needed. No, this is needed as well. We have a photo gallery index equals 1, show blank card equals false, and go to tabbed place fetch image. These two functions we need to write, guys. These ones we will create just now. Page view, these are all elements. Page int previous page, this is one, in previous page equals 0, where tabbed place detail and string place image equals, this is a blank string as of now, and we'll also have a key. Since we need to load the images and we need a key, so we'll just get our key here and then paste it here. Final key where selected place details, that's it. I guess I have included everything. Photo gallery index, zero, and then what else? Show blank card. Fine, let's move on and write these two functions. First we'll write the fetch image. Place image, fine. This is the fetch image function. Now many might Fine, this is the place image function. Now many might wonder what's going on here. Each and every return result, wait, I'll show you. Okay, this is a return result, right? Each and every one of these would have something called a photos array, and it will also have like a photo reference. The photo reference is nothing but an ID, and then you can use that particular ID. Like for instance, here you have a photo reference ID, right? If you use this particular ID and give it a height and width specification, it will automatically return the photo associated with that particular ID. That's it. There's nothing fancy in this. Okay, let me show you an example and you will quite get it. You'll get it. Now we'll just go to tabbed place as well, and then start writing the actual tile, the page view tile. Okay. Future void go to tabbed place, go to tabbed place, async, and once again Google map controller. Set all favorite places, page controller dot page dot to int, okay, and then selected place geometry. This should actually get inside this is a point, right? So lat launch selected place geometry location lat, and the same thing will be applicable for longitude as well. Same thing will be applicable for longitude, and for label types and status we'll just give selected place name. If the name is not there, we'll just give no name. For types, selected place types, selected place types, and then for status, business status. Yeah, there is something called business status. Selected place business status, and this is as well. We'll just give none. If it's false, a simple null check. That's it. Fine. Once this marker is set, we need to move the camera to that particular location, right? So controller dot animate camera, camera update dot new camera position target would be lat launch longitude. Okay, and zoom would be, I'll just zoom up a little bit and then give a bearing as well, and tilt the camera slightly. Tilt would be some 45 degrees. Fine. Now if I save this and then run this inside the he just wrote the go to tabbed place. So if we tap on the particular tile, then it will take you to that, it will show just the marker and take you to that place. That's it. But we need the entire set of tiles, right? We didn't write that. Nearby places list. Okay, let me go ahead and quickly write that as well. That's mostly going to be UI work, guys. Anyway, let's do that. Who else is going to do? Let's save this and see what we have done so far. Let's just get in here and then tap somewhere. Okay, let me just tap on the nearby places. Okay, we need to restart. Yeah. Right, let's see what we have written so far works now, guys. I tapped on a location and then I'll tap on nearby places. Cool, right? Now you see no image has been loaded, whereas this is a blue bar, this one, the one that we have here and here. Let's just try scrolling through one of these. Wow, the image for this particular location has been loaded. Not only that, if you notice, you are also taken to that particular marker, particular location, right? So yeah, so far what we have works. Let's just move on and then finish the remaining tile, the UI part of the remaining tile as well. So after this, Alright, now you can see that we have the rating. Fine. Now as we just keep on scrolling, you see, I don't know if you noticed, but also the marker icon changes as well. Can you see that? If it's a cinemas, it's just showing fast food icon. And if Target is showing a retail store, and then it's a hotel, so it's showing a hotel. This is a hotel as well. Costco wholesale. Okay, this is once again showing a retail store. This one I don't know why, probably a hotel. This is again a hotel. This is a school, I think. It's showing an educational institution icon. Yeah. Now if you notice, there are no more items to load, right? If I tap on the more items now, the top icon, you can see that more items have been added. Now if you note, you can just keep on scrolling. You see what we have done there, right? So yeah, let's move on, guys. Now what we are going to be doing is making sure that when you tap on a particular card, it will automatically pull up the details of that particular location, as well as give you reviews, give you photos, and give you the contact number, the address, and all the stuff about that particular location. Let's go ahead and do that and wrap this app up. So we just need to write a function to enable the card tab. Before that, we'll have a close button here that will allow us to like close the, hold on, near me. Similarly, we'll just have a close button after this row. Okay. I get the normal map inside which you can do getting directions and other stuff. Anyway, yeah, let's move on, guys. Let's just make that card tappable. So this is where we write a crucial function. Once you tap on the card, you display something there, and not only that, you also slightly move the thing. Okay, hold on. We'll have a stylish thing called flip card. Okay, this flip card is once again by this variable, this plugin. So thanks to whoever wrote that. Fine. Now you can see that we have written some code that will work when the card has been tapped. Now we need to write the tap functionality inside the card, right? Where is it? Where's the card actually? Yeah, nearby places list. Here we just wrote it as to do, but we need to actually write something inside this so that, okay, let me just show you. If card tapped, tapped place detail equals map services await map services dot get place all favorite places of index of place id. And then we'll write another function called move camera slightly so that we move the marker out of the way, and the marker will be visible, still be visible to the user. So I'll just write that. This is nothing but moving the camera position a little bit to the so that everything is still inside the viewport, guys. That's it. This is not something like fancy. Move okay, now if I just tap on one of the cards, it should not only move the card slightly, it should also load up that particular place and then show me some details in a card, right? That's exactly the code that we have written so far. Let me just tap on Sunnyvale, tap on nearby places. Cool. Now I see a lot of stuff here, right? Maple Tree Inn. Now if I tap on this now, okay, there is an error. That's because yeah, we made a mistake. This is location. Save this, restart the app. Once again, tap somewhere, tap on nearby places. Dinner's Garden Hotel. If I now tap on this, you can see that the marker is slightly, the view is slightly moved out of the way, and a beautiful card is getting displayed here, right? There's a flip part, there's a back part of the card as well, which we will write now. But now you can see that, yeah, the marker is slightly moved out of the way, the image is loaded there, the address is given as well as the contact number is given. You can see this, right? We have created this wonderful functionality. Now what we'll do is we'll just add one more functionality, which is tapping the card. It will show you the reviews as well as pictures of that particular location. We'll just do that and then wrap this up. Now just watch this, guys. I'm just tapping on this Palo Alto in. If I just tap on this, it flips, and then you have like a beautiful container that shows two buttons on top, and just tapping on one of them, whichever one is selected, it automatically the highlight changes, right? That's exactly what we have done with these two animated containers. Now let's just build the content of those. This is just, we just need to write one review item, and we can simply, since it's inside a list view, build review item review. Return column children. Zero. Oh. And if you save this now, wait, let me just, if you save this now, you are able to see the profile pictures of all those who have given review for Palo Alto in, right? Now we'll just give the name of those people. Next, each and every review will have a profile photo URL, guys. This is not something that I am doing or anything. This is something that already comes with the place details. Wait, let me show you. This is the place detail response, right? Here if you see, there is something called opening hours and all this, and there is something called photos. There is a list of photos, and there is a list of reviews. Reviews, you get the name, profile photo, URL and everything, right? That's exactly what I'm using. Fine. And after this container, I'll add a small sized box, height 3.0. No, sorry, this is a row sized box with .0, and then again a column, cross axis alignment dot. these are actual reviews pulled for this place, guys. Wait, let me show you. Then we'll finish this and then I'll show you. Then after this text, after this container, I'll add one more sized box, height 3.0, and I'll give the actual rating given by that customer. So this rating, I'll just cut the video here and then fill this up and then bring you back here, guys, because this rating is exactly going to be the like the one that we wrote previously with the rating stars. This is exactly like I said, the view rating and the star count and all that. Let's just save this. Wow, you can see that the rating is given as well as the stars are given, right? Now all you need to do is write the actual text of that particular review. So how we'll do that is, this should be pretty much easy after all we have done. So we'll just get here after this padding. After this padding, we'll add one more padding. Padding edge insets dot all 8.0 and child container child text review text. Okay, now we can see that the review, each and every review is given here. We'll just add a small divider so that this looks a little bit more good. Divider. Save this. Now look how it looks. Wow. You can see that the reviews now look awesome, right, for this particular place. This can be now, okay, this is Super 8 Windham Mountain View. I'm tapping on this, it's automatically flipping to show the reviews here. These are actual reviews that we are pulling from Google, guys. These are not like hard coded stuff. Just to show that these are actual reviews. Wait, let me take one. Courtyard by Marriott Palo Alto, Los Altos. Okay, this is a hotel, right? Let me just open this up in Google. As you can see here, you see the photos, right? Photos and the location and everything, which is exactly what we have pulled. And there are reviews, right? Let me tap on the reviews. Okay, look at all these, 5 out of 5, 5 out of all these, right? Tap here. You can see that those reviews are almost exactly the same. Old Pro Chef, old Pro, I have been here many times. What more could you want? What more could you want? It's nothing but the same. You can see this, right? Mark Booker, the review, very friendly and well. So we are really pulling these reviews off Google, and these are actual reviews. These are not like hard coded stuff or anything. Now let's just complete the photos as well. Photos we don't have here, right? Let's just complete that as well so that our app looks more. Our app looks superb. That's it. So photos. Wow. Photos look really good. Let's see what our API pulls, what our call pulls for all these photos. Get back to the app. Now that we have done this, we will do this. You may build photo gallery, this part. Photo gallery, we once again need to send the tapped place detail photos or a blank array. Okay, this is not, once again this is not place detail. Yeah, once again this is not something that I have. This is already there. Nearby search, there is a variable called photos, and it has a list of photos. That's exactly what I'm making use of. And get to this build photo gallery, right? Build photo gallery, photo element, if photo element equals null, or photo element dot length equals 0, so blank card equals true, return container child center child text, no photos. Save this. So if there are no photos, then this text will be displayed. If there are actual photos, that's where we write the else part, where place image equals photo element of photo gallery index, photo reference, where max width equals photo element photo gallery index dot width. Height. Fine. Return sized box, container height, this URL is simply the URL that we already used to get a place image key, fine, and this will be once again wow, you can see that image has been loaded, right? Anyway, we need an option to like quickly cycle between these images, and I think there will be like 10 or something images loaded at a time. I'm not sure about that exact count. Let's see. Gesture detector. And child container with 40 height 20, and decoration box decoration border radius dot circular 9.0 color photo gallery index not equals 0 colors dot green dot shade and previous. Font family works sans colors dot white font size 12.0. Save this, and wow, you can see a nice looking nice. Let's see if these are actually pulled in the order of yeah guys, the first image, sorry, the very first one is this one exactly, and second one is a bed, and the third one is the pool, the fourth one is a towel, the fifth one is once again a pool, and all that. Let's just see that. Fifth one is a gym. Anyway, yeah guys, this is how you can you can also see the reviews, and you can you can switch to some other target. If I just tap on this, it shows me a card. Then this card as well has the address as well as the contact number, as you can see here. And then we have like the reviews for this place. Some guy has given terrible place, we were returning. Yeah, these are all actual reviews once again from actual people. So whoever seeing this, if you are one of those people who reviewed it, yeah. Photos, you can see actual photos from the target. Residence Inn by Marriott, holiday. There's too many hotels getting pulled whenever I. The Zen Hotel, Palo Alto, Los Altos High School. Let's see how high school photos look. See, this has only 7 photos, right? So the total count is just 7. Home of the Eagles. That's like a basketball game that's going on. We'll just tap on reviews. Wow, this school has like really awesome reviews, and there is just this 1.0, and he has written like a very lengthy review. Anyway, yeah guys, this is exactly what we wanted to what I wanted to show you guys today. And not just this, you can obviously, let me just, what's this? Tapping on more items will obviously bring you more places, and then if we scroll through that, this looks like a food place. Probably they'll show pictures of the food. And you can also introduce actions, like when you tap on a marker, it should automatically move to that place, and actions like that. So yeah guys, this is exactly what I wanted to show you guys today. Hit the like button if you really like this video. Hit the thumbs up button if you found what I'm thumbs up button and the like button are the same. Hit the thumbs up button if you really like this video, and if you found this video helpful, kindly share it with someone and help them too. This is like a really long video, I know about it, and I wanted to make this for you guys because it's been a long time since I made an actual video. Anyway, yeah, hope you like this, guys. Share it with someone, and then subscribe to my channel, guys. Subscribe, it's free and it helps me a lot, and I'll make more content for you guys in the coming weeks since I got some free time. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. Thanks for watching.